Hello there everyone, it's Cassie. Welcome back for another Trinity Stamps video. Today we're going to be making a flat shaker using vellum. And let's talk about some of the products we're going to be using before we get into that. This is the Smarty Pants stamp set. We also have the matching dies to go along with it. I love that, and I love that they go over all the sentiments as well. We're going to be using some Pearly Pastels Embellishments and also some Perfect Pastels Vellum. There's a few different colors in there. We are going to end up using that bluish color on top. But before we get to that, let's do our stamping. I want that full line of jeans, and so I'm going to put this piece of white cardstock into my Mini Misty, close the door of that Mini Misty, and then we'll ink that stamp up a couple of different times with our Blackout ink, just to make sure that I have a good impression stamped down. And we are stamping this down onto some Express It blending card. This is a good combination for alcohol marker coloring, and I will be using my Olo markers. And we're going to color each of those pairs of jeans with a different color. And maybe I am projecting, but I would love to have a pair of jeans in all of these colors. I'm not even joking. I do have some coral ones, and I'm kind of obsessed, so I would love to have more. Jeans are my jam. I don't know. I love jeans. So we'll start with this BG combination. I'm just going to use two colors for each of these color combinations. I'm not saying the yellow would look that great on me, but I think the yellow would be fun, right? I'm getting to that age where I'm like, whatever, I don't care. So I think the yellow would be a lot of fun. Some green would definitely, I would love some green ones. And you know what? Bell bottoms are definitely, or flare leg is definitely coming back in. And I am a boot girl, so I like my straight leg or my flare leg a little bit more as well. We're also going to have a pink pair or a coral pair, because this is what was, for me, actually the most inspiration. And I'm using some red colors there to make this coral color. And then our final pair is this like violet pair of pants that I would definitely buy. If I had a pair of jeans in front of me right now, I would buy these. I would totally buy these. All right, and then we're going to add a darker shade, of course, just to add a little bit of variation there. Blend that out with our lighter color. And then we are going to bring in our matching die. I love that that matching die goes over all four of those pair of pants, and then it's going to die cut all of them out. So you could leave that as is, maybe even make a background with those jeans, which I have done, or die cut them out like I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and stamp out the sentiments that I want onto another strip of white cardstock. And like I said, I love that the dies are matching to go over the sentiments as well. And the one that cuts out the thanks for the great jeans, not only does it cut the whole thing out, it does keep it intact. So what you see there is what you're die cutting out. And then we've got thanks for the great jeans and mom. So we'll tack that down with a little bit of mint tape, run that through the die cutting machine, and then we'll have all of our pieces ready to go so that we can start working on our flat shaker. Okay, for our flat shaker, I have a piece of cardstock that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I actually suggest maybe cutting it a little bit smaller, but check out that vellum. There is a shinier side and a less shiny side, a little bit less pearlescent. We are definitely going to want that pearlescent to be on the outside. And I cut that down to be 5 1/2 inches by 4 1/4. So one of those panels is like 5 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches. And this is what I'm talking about, why you might want to cut your white piece down a little bit more. I went ahead and just kind of rode the lightning here, took the chance. I knew it was going to work just fine. And I am using some double-sided adhesive. I'll have some linked down below. But this is like a 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive. I have that all on the edges. And I only took off the release paper on 3 of those because I'm going to fold this over. And you'll see that it's not really difficult because that vellum folds just perfectly. But it would be a little easier if I had made my white panel just a little bit smaller. And we're going to do all 3 of those sides so we can make our pocket, trim off the bulky corners that are poking up. And then we're going to take those Pearly Pastels embellishments. These are like flat back shakers. I love these. And I love that they come in a ton of different colors in there. That just makes me so happy. And I'm going to pour a decent amount inside of our shaker. And then you're going to be able to see those colors poking through, or not poking through, but shining through our pearlescent paper. So once I trim those corners just a tiny bit, you'll see what I'm talking about. Look at that. How fun, right? A flat shaker, but with different colors in there that kind of show through, but they're not like in your face. Okay, so I do want to attach this down to a card base, and my card base is a white card base that measures 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches and scored at 4.25 inches. So there will be a little bit of a white border, which is what I was going for. And I'm going to bring in that double-sided adhesive again, and we're going to go over the top of the vellum that we folded over just to make sure that that isn't going anywhere, and I promise you it isn't. And we'll put it on all 4 sides, and then we'll put a chunk in the middle so that this panel will stay exactly where it's supposed to on our base. And these are just easy mailers. So making flat shakers is super fun. If you haven't done it, you got to try it. All right, so we'll stick that down, leaving a little bit of a white border, and then we can kind of play around with our jeans and our sentiment and see how that's going to look on top. And I'm going to use a little bit of Crafty Gluefriend to attach down just 3 of those pairs of jeans. So we'll attach those down. I'm using my sentiment as a little bit of a guide. But for our sentiment, we're going to use some adhesive foam strips that are fairly new to Trinity Stamps. And most of the sentiments that Trinity has work so well with these foam adhesive strips. They just fit beautifully behind there. And you can trim them down, and they are double-sided adhesive, so you just peel off the release paper when you're ready, and then you can attach that down to the front of your card. I'm just going to attach that down a little bit, and don't worry, it stays. It's all good. You have a few seconds, but check that out. Super fun. I did put a bunch of those Pearly pastel embellishments into my tidy tray, and I'm using my pickup stick to grab various colors and different sizes. I think that's another reason why I love these types of packs of embellishments, because it gives you a lot of options. And all those colors just make me so happy, right? If I had been thinking, I would have done up my inside first, but I wasn't. And we're just going to take those 2 remaining pairs of jeans and we'll glue those down using our Crafty Gluefriend, and then we'll put Mom on the inside as well, just kind of overlapping those 2 pair of jeans. And once that is down, all that is going to finish off this card. This makes me so super happy. I love this card so much. I hope you like it, and I hope you learned a little something. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And be sure to check out all that Trinity Stamps has going on over on their blog, Facebook page, and Instagram for more crafty inspiration. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you soon.